Hi everyone, it's Bank Holiday Monday and this is the latest Chelsea news and transfer news. And to say there's a lot to feature is an understatement. Let's get cracking. So guys, first up, great news yesterday. Unfortunately, we had the sad news of Peter Bonetti passing away, but later on in the day we had some bright news and some great news that Chelsea legend Gianluca Vialli gets the all clear from cancer after nearly a year and a half's treatment, and it's great to see that that's the case. There's been so much focus on Chelsea social media, Chelsea themselves, the fans, ex-players congratulating Luca, and it really is great news. So to Frank Lampard, who appeared on Sky Sports this morning on the brand new football show 9 to 11 every day, where they do interviews at home. Frank Lampard has spoken of how proud he is of Chelsea's response to the corona crisis. I'm very proud to be manager of this club, of the way Chelsea have handled it. They were very quick to respond with the help of the hotel, and there's a lot more work going on with the foundation, with link-ups and with getting in touch with fans. There are a lot of people at Chelsea who have really stood up. He was then asked about footballers, and the difficulty is at the moment for footballers with the coronavirus and having 1 hour a day to go out and go for a run, for example, if they can, or to keep fit and exercise at home. And Lampard was asked about it and he said this: it's very hard to absolutely manage that. You can ask them to run an hour a day, but some are able to do some open running and some can't. So there's a big element of trust in the players. We may have a short pre-season coming up, so the players need to be ready. But they are professionals, so you can have trust that they will want to come back as well as they can. He was then probed and asked about the situation with the current squad and with 1 or 2 additions, if he thinks Chelsea can challenge or can get back to that point where we can challenge Liverpool, Man City. And he said we have to be part of that process. We do have to do it our way. We can't try to copy. And he said this: I don't want to jump the gun because what Liverpool, Man City have done has been clear. I'd be a fool to suggest we can bridge that gap quickly, because there's been a lot of hard work at those clubs in terms of recruitment of top players and great coaches. We have to be part of the process. We have to do it our way. We can't try to copy. We've had experienced players around this year to help the youngsters, but we know there are little areas within the squad. Some of what we have on the ground here already, some of that is how we might look to recruit. What's going on in the world has made it very difficult to plan on that front, but going into this break I certainly felt that we were moving in the right direction, and with the continued progress and work on the training ground, as well as potentially bringing some players in key areas to try and help us bridge that gap, yes, I've got a strong belief that we can challenge. News to an ex-player, I say an ex-player, an absolute legend, one of the best, Didier Drogba, and he has offered his hospital in the native of Ivory Coast to fight against the coronavirus pandemic, and that was confirmed by a local politician. An outstanding gesture from someone that we all know to be an outstanding human being. So we're going to move into the transfer section of this video, and there's plenty, so stay tuned, make sure you don't go anywhere. And we're going to start with Pierre de Visser, and he made a quite funny comment. Now, de Visser's been a scout at Chelsea since Roman Abramovich first took over. Now and again he's been probed into possible links with players, and he's been fined. Roman Abramovich has not been happy, and he's been fined for doing it. And he was asked again about a potential Brazilian pair before they signed for Ajax. And he said to Voteball International, a Dutch publication, he said, Roman is not happy with that. He does not want to be mentioned in the press, preferably not at all. If I reveal Chelsea's interest in a player, he'll give me a penalty. That has happened to me before. I can survive a few penalties, but I like to keep to those agreements. But I guess you have to say that's fair play. Here's a bit of a spanner in the works for Willian. Willian transfer to Tottenham could be snubbed by Daniel Levy as payback for Willian choosing Chelsea in 2013. Do we really think that if Willian is there as a free transfer, if he can't agree a deal with Chelsea, and Jose Mourinho wants him, that Daniel Levy will be spiteful and say, no, I'm not having that, I won't sanction that move? Probably, to be fair. Now here's a new name being linked with Chelsea, as featured on One Football. Matt Targett, the ex-Southampton defender who's now at Aston Villa. Apparently he's on Chelsea's radar as a possible option as a left-back. Can't see it happening myself. What do you think? And here's another one out of the blue, and I wonder if this guy's agent's got anything to do with it at all. Odion Igalo, told to join Chelsea, Barca or Real Madrid instead of Man United. He's already at Man United, isn't he? It's reported that at Man United, he has the option of making the move, his 6-month loan that he signed in January, a permanent deal for 15 million. But former Nigeria striker Abdul Sule has warned him not to get sucked into the move. And he said this: "I would not advise him to return to China now despite the attractive offer, but would urge him to stay in Europe. I won't be surprised if Chelsea, Real Madrid or Barcelona come in for him." Odion Igalo. So more on Lautauro Martinez and comments from his agent, who confirms that the Man City and Chelsea target will possibly join Barcelona out of all the options that he's been given in front of him. And this is also featured on the same publication a couple of hours later. Barcelona back to beat Man City and Chelsea by his ex-boss. So his agent and his ex-boss is talking up a move to Barcelona. I think we can safely say that Lautauro Martinez to Chelsea is probably dead and buried. Talking of competition for players, Alex Telles is now somebody, according to reports, is wanted by Juventus. Juve have been linked with Emerson, they've been linked with Marcos Alonso, now they're being linked with Alex Telles. And they could make a move for Telles, which could provide Chelsea with a little bit of a headache here. Chelsea have made Chilwell and Telles the priority, one of two, and I believe they're going to favour Chilwell because of the English connection, because of the fact he's got Premier League experience. But it looks as though if they do have an eye on Telles, Juve could go in for him and put a real spanner in the works, and I wonder what's going to happen with that. So expect more in the coming weeks, but it looks as though Chelsea have got some competition for Telles. Here's a name that was on the back burner, but he's been back now full front, and that is Mauro Icardi, who we know is over at PSG. His transfer claim puts Chelsea on alert. Now, Football London, this is where the article's featured, has said this: Chelsea have been linked with several strikers in recent months, as Frank Lampard looks to bolster his attacking options. Cavani was strongly linked in January, but a move for the PSG striker failed to materialise. One of his teammates, Icardi, who is on loan at the League One side, but has also been linked with Chelsea before. He faces an uncertain future this summer, with Inter Milan Vice President Javier Zanetti admitting he doesn't think he'll be back with the Serie A side next season. That despite Icardi's wife and agent telling PSG they intend to return to Italy this summer, and Zanetti said this: "I don't know, I don't think so. But right now we're not talking about the transfer market. The most important thing is health. Then we have time to talk about it." He scored 17 goals in 26 Ligue 1 appearances for PSG. Icardi, could he be available in the summer? Another Chelsea target, Achraf Akimi, has ruled out a potential transfer this summer. Akimi is due to return to Real Madrid, having been on loan with Dortmund for 2 seasons, and he's revealed he's yet to see where his future lies. And he said this: "Who does not like being linked with big clubs? I'm proud of what I'm doing. In June, I have to make a decision. It'll be a great step for my career. In theory, my contract ends in June, and from there, I'll have to return to Madrid. I've not yet had contact with Madrid on this matter, but I imagine that will soon have some conversation to find out what's best for me. I don't know when my contract ends. That subject is taken by my agent. It's the same contract I signed in 2017. He's 21, he's under contract for 2 seasons at Real Madrid, and there's a reported release clause of 50 million to try and sign him. As I said previously though, it looks like it's going to be between Chilwell and Telles. So that's it from me. Bank Holiday Monday, it's the 13th of April, and I hope you're all having a good weekend, staying in, being safe. Let me know what you think about anything discussed in this particular video today. Post your comments on the players we're being linked with and other articles featured. And then while you're there, smash that like button for me. If I can get every single one of you, just click that button, hit the like button. It broadens the horizon of the channel and puts it out there for more and more people. And then if you haven't done it already, hit that subscribe button for me and the bell for notifications so you don't miss any of these videos that come out. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for the interest in watching my video. Take a look around the other videos on the channel, which you can see now. And I'll see you all next time.